Greetings fellow guitar travellers, it's Reverend J Parker here once again with another episode of Judge Shred, beamed straight to you from the mega city. In this week's Judge Shred we've got some fearsomely fast economy picking runs to show you, which you can play at absolute lightning speed and they're actually not too hard to do. So, should be awesome. Before we get into the lick, I'd like to encourage you to head on over to my website, which is www.reverendjparker.com. There's a whole ton of guitar related stuff on that site, most of which is free, and you can download. There's a shop as well if you want to buy things. So let's get straight to it. This week's episode of Judge Shred, I am the law, allegedly. Okay, well let's get into showing you this monster. First of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about the picking, because it's not alternate picking, it's economy picking. And for those of you that don't know what that is, I will explain and show you. So, tell you what I'll do, is I'll show you the first descending run, and we'll really get into the right hand mechanics, okay? So here's the first descending run, it's this one. Right? Okay, now at this particular speed there's no way that I can alternate pick that fast, at least and not keep it synchronised and accurate sounding. So the way that I'm doing it is, start with a downstroke, first note is down, and then as I cross over the strings it's two ups, so it's an up between the E and the B, and that's the economy picking or the sweep picking part of the line. You must ensure that when you drag the plectrum across like this, it's one motion and not two separate motions. So if it's two motions, well that's not sweep picking, alright? So, picking goes like this. Down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. Okay, so that's it. And it tends to tripletize very easily. Which I think you can probably hear. In fact, I have quite a hard time making it sound like a semiquaver. In fact, it only seems to tripletize so naturally for me. However, that's the basic picking mechanic. And for all of the shapes, the scale shapes, scale fragments, we're going to apply the same picking pattern. So once you have the first pattern down, the right hand pattern down that is, just a matter of plugging in different left hand shapes, okay? So let's begin to show you the descending left hand scale shapes. Now, this is all in C minor, by the way, so I'm playing just various patterns or fragments of a C minor, C Aeolian scale. So here's the first one, sounds like this. Let's give you the verbal tap for that. So that's E16, E15, B, 18, 16, 15, G, 17, 15, 13, and then D, 17, 15, 13, and then A, 17, 15. Alright, just C minor. And then let's do the next pattern down, which is this one, which is the next descending shape in our C minor scale. So now we've got E15, 13, and then B, 16, 15, 13, and then G, 15, 13, 12, D, 15, 13, 12, and then A, 15, 13. Okay. And the next one down is this one, which is E, 13, 11, B, 15, 13, 11, and then G, move the pinky in here, 13, 12, 10, then D, 13, 12, 10, and then A, 13, 11. Okay, 13, 11. That one. And then for the last one, descending down a slightly different scale shape, because we're just going to go into harmonic minor briefly to correspond with the chord that we're playing against. So this descending scale shape is this one. Let's have a listen. That one, C harmonic. So let's show you that. So that's E11, 10, then B, 13, 12, 9, and then G, we're in a wee bit here, we've got 12, 10, 8, then D, 12, 10, 9, and then A, you've got 11 and 10. So slightly trickier left hand shape. This one, you might find this particular interval awkward. Minor third in a semitone. Very common in harmonic minor scales though. So yeah, just get used to that one. So that's a descending C harmonic. At this point it might be worth just telling you the chords that are in the background on the backing track. It's very simple, common rock chord progression. C minor, and then B flat, and then A flat, and then G. It's a die-hard rock chord progression. Cliche to death, I know, but you hear it all the time, so what the hey. So the harmonic minor scale fits in with the G7 to produce the right sort of scale, chord scale relationship. Right, so that's the first half. So let's play the first half at a slower tempo for you, right? So here's the first half. And then, and then, and then. So you can probably hear orally that it's following that chord progression down. Now here's the second half now. So in the second half, we're just going to reverse the idea. So instead of having descending scale shapes, we've got ascending scale shapes, just for a bit of contrary motion really. So here's the first descending scale shape. Okay, which is E, 8, 6, B, 9, 8, 6, G, 8, 7, 5, D, 8, 6, 5, and then A is 8, 6. Okay, then up to the next increment up the scale, which is this one. Alrighty, so that is going to be E 10, 8, and then B 11, 10, 8. Whoops, sorry about that. It should be B 11, and 9, 8. Beg your pardon there. And then G, we've got a G 10, 8, 7, and then D 10, 8, 6, and then is A is 10 and 8. So just to clarify, since I had a little error there. That one, right? And then we're going to go up again, up one more time. It's this one now. Which was sort of similar to a harmonic minor one, though it's actually, we don't have the sharp 7. So what we've got here is high E 11, 10, and then B 13, 11, 9, and then to the G 12, 10, 8, and then D again 12, 10, 8, and then on the A string we've got 11 and 10 in this one. And very last one, kind of hybrid pattern this really between natural minor and harmonic minor. Very easy to play though. Okay, so what we've got here is high E 13, 11, then B 15, 13, 12, and then G 15, 13, 12, and then D 15, 13, 12, and then on the A we've got 15 and then 14. So we've got this little, you hear that there? It's got the major 7th of the harmonic minor scale and the flat 7 of the natural minor scale. Sometimes this scale can be called harmonian. Harmonian? Well, it's just an invention really, but you can call it that if you want. This is an Yngwie Malmsteen thing. Very common in his playing. Hear him fiddling about with it all the time, just for pointless whittles. I'm sure you get the idea, I've heard that before. Alright, and then, so that's all the scale patterns, so let me play the second half of the scale run, the ascending part of the scale run. And then, and then, and then, and topping it all off is just a very standard A form arpeggio, and neoclassical sounding minor arpeggio, which I've showed you in other videos, but I'll show it again here. It's a C minor arpeggio. So what we've got is A 15, and then A 18, and then D 17, G 17, and then B 16, and then high E 15, reaching all the way up to this one, which would be, I guess, high E 20, I think so, yep. And then back to 15, and then 16 on the B, 17 on your G, and then 17 on the D, 18 on the A, and then finally 15 on the A. Alright, now how I'm picking this one, it's a sweep picking again, so start with an upstroke actually. You'll go up, down, 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 up, pull, up, 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 down. Alright, so when I'm playing it really quick, I'm just kind of squashing it into tempo. It's not necessarily fully metrical. It's just kind of blah 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 blah. If you want to check out one of my other videos, that has this idea on it of the arpeggios being squashed into one little beat. I mean, it's going by so quickly, it's just a kind of a shape of a sound anyway, blah blah blah. And that's kind of the idea. Alright, so, well, that's everything. So what we'll do is we'll let you hear it again with the track, sticking it all together one more time, and hope you managed to pick up on it. This economy picking technique is pretty tricky to get to start with, but once you can get it down, man, you can play the scales so quick, and it doesn't have quite the same articulation as alternate picking, but nor does it sound like legato, so it's a different sort of sound all of its own, which is quite nice. It does sound closer to picking than legato, because you can tell when it's legato. So it sounds like alternate picking, but it's not. So I've had some people go, how did you pick that so fast? And I just didn't tell them. It actually wasn't alternate picking, it was economy picking. So don't tell anyone else, alright? Right, so let's put it together for one more time and hope you enjoy. Here we go. Alright, that piece of insanity concludes another episode of Judge Shred. I hope you enjoyed that one very much. Like I say, mechanics of it initially difficult, but once you get it together, it's awesome. So, before I go, I want to encourage you to head on over to my website, which is www.roundjparker.com, which will be up very soon. Hope for a 1st of November launch. So if it's not up, just bear with me, I'll get it ready as soon as I can. I'm on Twitter otherwise, if you want to contact me that way. You follow me on Twitter, it's at RoundJParker. I'm on SoundCloud, and there's lots of free backing tracks you can download from there, and SoundCloud is Round-Parker. And I'm on Facebook. I have a Facebook page which you can like if you like. You just look for me on Facebook, Round J Parker, and otherwise you can just type my name into Google, Round J Parker, and all my stuff comes up apparently. So it's been a blast doing this one. So next week on another episode of Judge Shred, we've got some uber stretchy pentatonics, which I'm looking forward to very much indeed. So it's been a blast this one. I'll check you next time. It's Round J Parker signing off, and keep shredding.